What's going on YouTube? KoD here bringing you another episode of KoD Talks. Today I want to talk about dogs. I've talked about cats, I've talked about a bunch of other shit. I figured this time it's time to talk about dogs. So let's go ahead and jump into it. It's going to be another quick video. I've been banging out a couple, real quick videos lately, and I'm liking the way that it's going. I want to save some harder hitting topics for some longer videos, some funny short little videos for some funny short little topics. So, without further ado, let's talk about dogs. I grew up with dogs in my house my entire life. I always had dogs. My first dog, it was actually my grandmother's dog. His name was Snoopy. The fucked up part, I was just talking about this to somebody else the other day. I was a kid, so, easily distracted, ADD, didn't really pay attention to a bunch of shit. I lived with my grandmother for a while, me and my mom did. And when they had Snoopy put down, I didn't even realize the dog was missing for about a month. And that's fucked up, but I was like 4 or 5 years old, so, it is what it is. And then me and my mom moved into our house, and we got a Rottweiler named Jasmine. I love that dog. I was still 5, 6 years old, so having this big-ass Rottweiler, I could ride around like a fucking horse. It was awesome. And she came from a beautiful litter of puppies. I don't know where my mom honestly got her from. I just remember seeing a picture of the puppies. And it was an awesome dog. And she eventually got too big for the yard that we had. And we had to get rid of her. And I was sad. At that point I actually realized that the dog was missing. That dog actually got hit by a car before we got rid of her. Some drunk asshole came flying down the alleyway and ran her over, drug her like 15 feet, and had to get a bunch of surgery and staples and stitches, and it was pretty fucking traumatic as a kid. It fucked me up for a while. I was afraid of going into the alley, but she got better, and she was still a great dog. And then she kept jumping into the neighbor's yard and fucking with their Rottweiler that they had, and eventually, she was just too big. We had a tiny little row home in a tiny neighborhood, so we had to get rid of her. And then I got my first pit bull. I'd actually gotten a dog in between there named Sabrina, who was my dog. That was a Christmas present for me. I had her all the way up until she passed away 6 years ago, 7 years ago. 7 years ago, yeah. She was a great dog. And we had gotten a pit bull at the same time named General. Rescued her from a fighting breeder down in the city. Baltimore City has a huge dog fighting problem, as do a lot of cities in the country, and I fucking hate it. Like, if you're going to be pussy enough that you have to fight dogs, fight me. I'll fuck your ass up, and leave the dogs out of it. That's why pit bulls get this bad rap to them, that they're such horrible dogs, because people breed them to fight. But if you breed them with love, and you breed them with care, and you raise them as a member of your family, pit bulls are some of the sweetest dogs that you could ever fucking have. I loved my pit bull. She was awesome. She was a bit dumb. She ran into a lot of things. She didn't realize that her tail could, leave welts on your leg, because it was like getting hit with a fucking stick. But she was a great dog. Listened very well. Never had an issue with her. Pit bulls are so vicious, but she got beat up by a Pomeranian. Let that sink in. Those are dogs I can't stand. I can't stand Pomeranians. I don't like pugs. I don't like Chihuahuas. I don't like Shih Tzus. I don't like Jack Russells. Little fucking yapper dogs. I fucking can't stand them. The little ankle biters and their fucking high-pitched bark. Like, if I'm gonna have a dog, I want something with a woof, fucking deep, big fucking dog. And I'm allergic to them, though. That's the fucked up part. Even though I've had dogs my entire life, I'm highly allergic to them. I can't even go over to my girlfriend's parents' house without taking allergy medication 10 hours before I go over there and hope to God that it's going to work. Because as soon as I step in, they've got 3 dogs. As soon as I step into the house, full-blown allergies, eyes are swollen and watering, sneezing, asthma starts acting up. It's like, fuck, I just want to play with the dogs. I love dogs so much. They're fun. I hate cats because they're not fun. They can be fun, but generally they're not fun and they stick to themselves and they like to do their own thing. But dogs, they're like man's best friend. They're, you know, they want to be loved, they want the attention, and I want to just play with them and get on the ground and roll around with them and throw the ball and all kinds of shit. And I can't, and it sucks, and I hate it so much. But I've learned that if I'm around a dog from when it's a puppy, my allergies act up less. So if I get a puppy and I kind of, I guess, build an immunity to their dander as they're getting older, it doesn't fuck with me so bad. So, yeah, that's my opinion on dogs. I love them. I don't know if you do, but I do. They're awesome. Especially pit bulls. I will have another pit bull someday. It's going to be fucking great. But this video is getting ready to wrap up. Leave a like and comment below. Let me know what kind of dogs you have, what kind of dogs you like, what kind of dogs you want, your opinion on dogs. My sister hates them because she was attacked by one. But, yep, that's it. Until next time, I'm KoD Foot. Later.